Yashasvi Jaiswal had a stunning season in IPL 2023. Even his conventional numbers are outrageous. For Rajasthan Royals, he had the most runs, the best strike rate, the best average, the most 50 plus scores, the only 100, the most fours, and the most sixes. Against the Kolkata Knight Riders, he slammed the fastest 50 in IPL history. Jaiswal had an exceptional season, but he is not the first batter to have had an outstanding tournament in the 16-year history of the IPL. But Jaiswal's season was not merely outstanding, it was unprecedented. To understand why, we need to see what Jaiswal did differently. Batting in T20 involves high risk taking. As the format evolved, the batters began to take risks earlier than they did in the innings. But even in 2023, they are hesitant to take on the bowling right from the first over. Perhaps it has to do with traditional coaching, or perhaps with the fact that two new batters come out in the first over. Whatever the reason, the first over has consistently remained the lowest scoring of a T20 innings. The over-by-over scoring in the 2023 IPL has followed a pattern that has held true across T20 history, in or outside the IPL. Teams are cautious in the first over, they accelerate during the power play, they take stock in the 7th over, and they accelerate until the end of the innings. There have been exceptions to this approach, but this pattern has held over a reasonably large number of matches. As you can see, even when teams press the F5 button in the 7th over, the scoring rate is quicker than in the first over. Even in the 2023 IPL, teams scored at 6.09 in the first over and 7.27 in the 7th over. Bowling sides have taken advantage of this approach throughout the history of T20 cricket. Jaiswal's own franchisee, the Rajasthan Royals, were among the pioneers in the IPL. Across IPL 2009 and 2010, they used Yusuf Pathan to bowl the first over of an innings 11 times. This served two purposes. Opening batters are used to face pace bowling first up. Facing slow bowling requires some adaptation, even if the bowler is not a specialist. If the batting side plays out the over, the bowling side gets one of the 4 overs from the weakest bowler out of the way. In the 2023 IPL, Jaiswal turned the tables by taking on the bowlers without the intention to get set. He plundered runs from the very onset. His first over strike rate in the 2023 IPL was 175. This was more than his season strike rate of 164. No other batter managed to score at even 130 in the first over in 2023. Despite playing his shots from the start, Jaiswal got out only once inside the first over this season. He faced 63 balls behind only Riddhiman Saha, who played 3 more matches. In 63 first over balls, Jaiswal hit 19 fours and 4 sixes. 102 of his 110 first over runs came in boundaries. But all that is about 2023. Where does Jaiswal stand when pitted against the first over hitters of other seasons? You can see that Jaiswal in 2023 is at the top again. He scored 6% quicker than what Virender Sehwag did in 2010 and 11% over KL Rahul in 2018. Adam Gilchrist in 2009 is the only other batter to have made 100 first over runs in an IPL season. No one else has made 3-figure runs in the first over. It is not a one-off. In IPL 2022, Jaiswal had scored 51 first over runs at a strike rate of 159. He has been doing this for some time. Who is then the best batter in the first over in the history of the IPL? Jaiswal has struck at approximately 150 in the first over of the IPL. Sehwag had a strike rate of 128 and he is the only other person to cross 125. For years, the bowlers had the buffer of 1 over before the onslaught began. Yashasvi Jaiswal is set to push them out of that comfort zone.